Tiny homes aren't just a trend anymore. They're a smart, affordable way to retire. If you choose to put a tiny home in a senior-friendly community, you can get a quiet and safe place to live, great neighbors, and a lot less to worry about. You can downsize your space, not your life, and gain connected community where you truly belong for this stage in life. In this video, I'm sharing 3 senior-friendly tiny home communities that are just perfect for retirement. So whether you want more freedom, lower cost, or just a fresh start, these places might actually surprise you. There are more options, which I'll showcase in future videos, but these are options really focused on seniors or just that over 55 population. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Erin, and I'm a real estate agent passionate about alternative housing because I understand what's going on in the real estate market. We simply need more options. I create content to help you learn more about tiny homes, ADUs, and maximizing smaller spaces, all in 2 YouTube channels. I'll link the other one in the description. So if you're here looking to downsize, find a tiny house community, or retire tiny, you came to the right place. So why are seniors choosing tiny homes? Tiny homes make sense for retirement. It's a time when most of us want to slow down in life. Because you're not paying for space you don't use, the cost of living is much lower. They're easier to clean, maintain, to heat or cool, so you're saving money on energy. It's about keeping life simple without giving up comfort. Now, some people choose to put a tiny home in their family's backyard as an ADU. Sometimes they might have a piece of land, and then others might actually choose to live in a tiny home community. There are hundreds of tiny home communities and places to put your tiny homes around the US. I have an entire video series planned for tiny home communities across the US by state. So be sure to subscribe so that you can actually check those out and get notified when I release a new one. I've also got an article listing all the tiny home communities that I could find. I will leave a link in the description or click the QR code and that'll get you to it quicker. So what's a 55 plus tiny home community? By law, 80% of the homes have to have someone in it that's 55 and older, but they can't have kids under 18 full time. So this is going to keep things peaceful and quiet, which doesn't mean that people over 50 don't get rowdy and have a good time. But what makes a community senior friendly? Today's focus is on a few communities that are senior friendly or actually classified as 55 and over communities. These communities may have wide walkable paths, quiet green spaces, and shared amenities like gardens or clubhouses. So let's get into those 3 communities that I want to show you. The first community is one of my favorites, Acony Tiny Home Village. It's the first one on our list and located in Mills River, North Carolina. You've probably seen the community featured on other channels because it's really amazing. It's just a short drive from Asheville and opened up in 2017. The community is on 50 acres in the Blue Ridge Mountains with 90 plus homes, which is not far from the Pisgah National Forest. They even have vacation rentals, so you can try out tiny living for yourself. This community blends the charm of mountain living with the creativity and connection that so many retirees are looking for. They are also pet friendly. This community allows you to bring your tiny home with you. Each lot is spaced out, which actually gives you some privacy, but you're still close enough to your neighbors. They allow for decks and sheds, so you can really get set up for long term over there. The lot rent includes water, sewer, lawn care, and access to their amenities. And there's even a stream running through the community. The Acony is considered a dark sky community, so the exterior lights have to go off at 10 p.m., which I personally love. Their walking paths are dark sky friendly too, so the lights face down and don't interrupt any dark sky. Can you imagine the stargazing you could do out there? You'll also find 2 to 3 miles of walking trails, 5-acre dog park. They've got fire pits, a community garden, even a blueberry and raspberry plant, and a chicken coop. It's got a clubhouse with an outdoor grill. It's got laundry. The amenities here, they're really designed to bring people together without forcing it. So even though Acony is not age restricted, 55 and up, many of the residents there are retirees or maybe empty nesters who were drawn there for just slower pace, affordability, and a sense of belonging. Some live here full time while others treat it like a seasonal retreat with their vacation rentals. So you can bring your own tiny home or consider buying one that's already set up. There are some tiny homes that are for sale in the community on their website. I don't know about you, but I would love the chance to live here. Is anyone else living in a place like this? Please let me know in the comments. The second community on our list is the Liberty Tiny Village. This community is found by going about 30 to 45 minutes north of Dallas. That's where you're going to find Liberty Tiny Village. It's really a thoughtfully planned 55 and over community. It's created for retirees who want luxury and low maintenance living in a compact and connected neighborhood. The community is about 8 acres, and they're going to have 80 lots when they're fully developed. Phase 2 and 3 are planned to start in late 2025. This community is built by the Liberty Tiny Homes and blends that upscale tiny home living with those resort style amenities. One of the key things about this community is the residents must purchase a tiny home from Liberty Tiny Homes. There's a few sites with spec homes for sale, which you can check out. And then the monthly lot rent covers water, sewer, trash, internet, full service landscaping, even down to pulling your weeds in the flower beds. So I don't know about you, but me and weeds in my flower beds, we're not friends. The Liberty Tiny Homes offer features like high ceilings, walk-in closets, stainless steel appliances. You've got kitchen islands and optional porches. What really sets it apart, in my opinion, is the amenities. They've got a half-acre stocked fishing pond, a fitness center. They've got a covered dining pavilion, some fire pits. They've got a swing garden, which I think is absolutely adorable. They've got some lawn games and even a 1/4-mile walking path to get your steps in. Now, some of the amenities they're working on for phase 2 and 3 are going to include a heated resort-style pool and a hot tub, a dog park. They're going to have a 24-hour prayer chapel, a fishing dock, and then even a community center with a full kitchen. The residents here, they also enjoy a peace of mind with an on-site manager and a maintenance team, which is really perfect for those who really want a carefree lifestyle. And if you're not quite sure if tiny living is for you, Liberty offers a Try It Tiny rental program, letting you stay overnight in a model home before making that leap. So Liberty Tiny Village isn't just about downsizing. It's about upgrading your lifestyle in a smart, supportive, and beautifully maintained setting. The third community we're going to talk about, the Waters Tiny Home Community in Nevada, Texas. If you're dreaming of low stress retirement, the Waters in Nevada, Texas might just be the place. It's about an hour northeast of Dallas. The community is considered 55 and up and sits on 19 acres. It's designed to make life simple and gives you more time to enjoy it. The community is pet friendly and every detail is built around ease and comfort. The streets are paved, the lawns are mowed for you, and the entire property is gated. There's a private lake with a walking trail around it and a peaceful fishing dock. There's a lot of ducks and turtles hanging out in the pond, and you can just sit on the rocking chairs in the evenings and just watch the sunset. There's 2 separate dog parks, one for the large dogs and one for the small ones, and you'll find a pergola with a fire pit, a gas barbecue grill if you want to have grill night. It's a perfect spot to gather with your neighbors and friends. The clubhouse is really the hub of it all. It's got a full kitchen, it's got space to host game nights or parties, and even laundry machines if you don't happen to have them in your home. You can also enjoy the 1/4-mile walking trail around the lake, which I personally love. So whether you're meeting up with friends or enjoying some quiet time, there's always a spot to gather on this property. The residents are friendly, they're welcoming, and in a similar stage in life. It's really easy to connect here. So whether it's over coffee on the porch or walking your dog on the trails, at this community, there are no long to-do lists. There's no yard work waiting for you, and there's no constant keep up. Now this community doesn't have any rentals, so you can try it out like the Acony Bell or Liberty Tiny Village did. The lot rent does not include the utilities like electric or water, so that's going to be extra in this community. The Waters is just a peaceful, well-kept place to live how you want. Simple, easy, and yours to enjoy. So to wrap it up, we went through 3 communities with seniors in mind: the Acony Bell, Liberty Tiny Village, and the Waters. And you can see just how amazing these communities really are. I'm curious, what was your favorite? Because I know I have one. Let me know in the comments. It's really hard for me to know which of these is my favorite. I love Acony Bell because of the amount of space it has and that dark sky piece. But for the Liberty Tiny Village, it's those amenities that they're going to have in phase 2 and 3. That's got my name written all over it. And for the Waters, that lake looks completely peaceful. I could really see myself sitting next to it in the evenings with a glass of wine. Now, these communities prove that downsizing can be full of comfort, connection, and joy, especially in retirement. Because tiny home living isn't just about less space, it's about more freedom. I'm excited to continue to build this series on tiny home communities, so don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed this video and want to help support my mission with ADUs and tiny homes, give it a like and subscribe. That's really going to help me grow. And if you've got any thoughts, please leave those in the comments. If you have a tiny home story to share, I've got a way to get in touch with me in the description. And don't forget to check out rearon.com for tips, resources, and real-world stories. Now, check out the next video that I picked out just for you right here.